Hey, it's Shaggy, back with another romp through America's dumb forest where sometimes you can't even see the stupid for the trees. Now today, we're going to tackle the very thing at the heart of American culture that serves to keep us all dumb. It's ourselves. Look, it's no secret that right now, all over the world, people hate Americans. And if you need proof, just think, when's the last time you took a vacation to an Arab or an African nation? Maybe a South American one? Now, if you answered, I haven't taken any trips to the Middle East or Africa or South America, congratulations. Because if you would have went to any of those, you would be dead or kidnapped and thus unable to answer that last statement anyways. Now, what will shock you is the reasons for this hatred. Now, it's not as simple as what most media in America makes it out to be. Nor is this unacceptance of American culture limited to countries you would never vacation in. Take, for instance, the British people. Now, you would think that they would love us silly Yanks, despite the fact that we may or may not have stolen their colonies and ruined their entire empire. But they don't. See, Americans and Brits are like that couple right now on a blind date that realizes one has bad teeth and the other one could possibly give you an STD, but no one else would date them, so they best make this whole thing work. Now, why do they hate us? Let's find out. Why do Americans always use the red cups? Okay, funny you should mention that, because nobody knows. Although it can probably be said that most are bought because Americans hate doing dishes and would rather spend 16 times as much on disposable cups versus a year's worth of washing a normal one. How about, why do Americans always do their own versions of our shows? It's not like we have made a Friends UK #idiots. Well, that's actually true. But then again, why would you want to? Now, if you're going to make a British version of an American show, why choose just one? Why not mix a bunch of random ones together? Like something like Blade Runner meets Star Trek, meets Saturday Night Live, meets Lost in Space, meets every cheesy thing America's thought was really cool for a nanosecond in the 80s and the 90s? Yeah, you kind of already did that, didn't you? Oops. Now, the point is that Americans are actually known universally around the world for something other than taking bad TV shows from one country and making them worse in our own. Or even how much we annoy people with the tales of how much greater, smarter, and better than the rest of the world America is. It's that we have really no sense of things not being all about us personally. And you've seen the bumper stickers all around Maui and Hawaii that say, "It's all about me," haven't you? Those are very obvious, so of course you've seen them. Probably on the car that just cut you off on the poly, or the one that nearly ran you over at the shopping center's parking lot so they could take up 2 spaces near the entrance. Now, if you're the kind of person who hates people like that, congrats again, as you are at least capable of some sort of empathy and compassion towards your fellow man. If you can't see why that's a problem, then go to hell. However, if you're the type of person that would like to see, would see something like this happen, and then, rush to the defense of your neighbor or friend, starting a whole holy war over the sheer indignation of it all, you're also a part of the problem. And also only completely thinking about yourself versus doing any actual good. The Americans are extreme people, and sadly, they only work in about 3 different ways. We either make situations all about ourselves or make them so much about others that we become the only one who feels their pain the proper way, thus making it all about ourselves again, or we ignore things that don't pertain to ourselves because we simply cannot be bothered to notice others. Now, if you don't believe me still, go back and read the last 5 things you posted on Facebook. Unless you're on Twitter, then you should probably already feel ashamed for all those selfies and pictures of food you took. Join me next time as we sail the seas of dumb once again in America.